Hi guys, and welcome to the fourth installment of my tutorial series on how to do basic editing with Adobe Premiere CC 2018. So hopefully you've watched the last three tutorials, so you'll be up to speed with a few things that we've already done. So we've been working in the editing track area here. We've reorganized and cut all of our video clips, got those into a organization that we're pleased with. We've also had to play around with the audio, increase the volume. We've also worked out how to do a fade in with the audio and a fade out, and also how to dip the audio in places during that audio track. So today we're going to look at what's called video transitions. So video transition is something that we can place, an effect that we can place in between two separate videos, either so they look like they're fading out and then fading back in, a dip to black, or they're actually merging, so they're dissolving together and overlapping. The effects we'll be using today is a dip to black and a cross dissolve. In order to access these effects, we need to go over and click on this button and then go down to effects, click on that, and then these folders will appear. If we then open this folder by clicking on this arrow, the dissolve folder, you'll see all of these effects will appear. So today we're going to be playing with dip to black and cross dissolve. Feel free to play around with all the other effects that are here, but at the moment we're just going to look at the basics that you need to produce your video. So cross dissolve and a dip to black. So I'll start with the dip to black. So we'll select that, hold the left button down on the mouse, pull it over, and as we want to create a fade in, I'm going to drop that at the start of our video track. I will then zoom in to show you what the effect looks like. So as you can see, gradually that's getting bigger. Let's bring it right the way to the start. So there we are, there's the effect that we've just dropped in. So at the moment, if I place the vertical scroll bar at the start of the video and press play, it actually fades in. If we want to adjust this, when you hover over the effect block, you'll see the cursor changes. So if we move to the end here, wait till the cursor changes, and then hold the left button down on the mouse and then drag to the right and let go, that actually extends the effect. So remember the concept that at the moment we're working on a timeline. So at 0 the video clip will be completely black, and at this point along here the video will go back to normal. So if I bring that back to the beginning and press play.
Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on getting started.
We have a fade in. I'll take that back to the start again. So obviously we can add a fade in, we can also add a fade out using exactly the same procedure. So grab the dip to black effect, pull that and drop that on the end of our video, and then I will show you where that is. So there we are, that's our dip to black. If I move the vertical scroll bar to the end, press play, we have our fade out. So our fade in and our fade out. I'll now bring that back to normal. Another transition that is very useful is called the cross dissolve, which is just above the dip to black over here. So a cross dissolve acts as an effect which makes a cut look more like it's actually overlapping with the previous clip. So instead of there just being a straight cut, it will actually look like the video is overlapped. So dissolve from one video clip to the next video clip. So I shall find a cut and show you this effect. So here is a cut between two different pieces of footage. So if I press play,
skip right to the next phase. Okay,
you'll see it cuts just there. If we want to make this a dissolve, all we do, we go back over to our effects folders, grab the cross dissolve, drag that over, left button down on the mouse and place that in between. If I now zoom in, so as you can see, so instead of there being a cut, there is now a cross dissolve, which also can be adjusted in the same way that we adjusted the fade ins and fade outs. So if I now press play, that dissolves as opposed to cuts. So that's our cross dissolve and our dip to black. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.